Hi, my dear friends. This is Pomani. I welcome you to my YouTube channel, Motivational Messages English. Today, I'm going to give you a quote. You can guess who said this. I love walking in rain because nobody can know that I'm crying. To say these words, a man must have faced a lot of troubles. He must have been crushed into dust. He must have been pushed into the bottom. Yes, that the man who made the whole world laugh. Can you guess? That is a person who is Charlie Chaplin. Yes, today we are going to have the great personality whose name is Charlie Chaplin. Like other personalities, even he had very humble and a troublesome beginning. Let's see what are the troubles he has faced in his life. Born in London, 1889, his parents were theatre artists. You know one thing? When he was of 1 year old, his father left his family. He got divorced. His mother took care of him. And acting was in his blood. His acting started accidentally. When he was 5 years old, his mother took him to the place where she was doing the performance. When she was doing the performance on the stage, she was not able to speak and sing loudly. The spectators were getting angry and they were shouting. To control the crowd, the event manager just took the small boy, a 5 years old boy, on the stage. The 5 years old boy, he was singing the song what his mother was singing. And he was acting like a toy. The crowd loved him. They loved him. And they was just throwing the coins at him. Look at this, how his acting career started. That is the turning point in his life. Don't you think that? Is it an amazing one? Is it amazing? That's the turning point as well as the ending point too. In the very short time, his mother was very ill. When he was just 14 years old, his mother was admitted in asylum. I think you know that asylum means the person who is mentally retarded can be admitted. So his brother, he has gone to join Navy, but he is the only one person. He didn't have food, he didn't have shelter. He was sleeping on the park benches. Sometimes he used to steal the fruits and food from the street stall. And most probably he was working in the workhouse. And he was not an orphan, but he was in orphanage when he was in a young stage. There was a school. In that school, he used to make some fun. He used to make the people happy by cracking some jokes. He became a little bit famous. And he joined a company, Carno company, which took him to USA. And he was making his life there. At the beginning, he was given the roles beggar, fraudster, and a drunkard. Because of his appearance, he was given that kind of roles. In 1914, his first film was released. Everyone knows that Charlie Chaplin had a small mustache and a tight coat, a little hat, and very large shoes. But the first film, he had the big mustache, shirtless man, and he was portrayed as a fraudster and a swindler. I think you know the meaning of this, swindler. So it was not a successful one. In the same year, 1914, another film which was a tremendous success. In that film, we can find that the little tramp. In that film, he could find the icon, he could find the famous figure. That is a small hat, the tight coat, the baggy pants, and the large shoes. That was his career's first film, which changed his life. He became a greatest artist, he became a greatest writer, producer, musician, everything. Whatever he touched, it became very famous. Everything was going on very well, no problem. And you know one thing? He had 4 marriages. Out of 4 wives, 2 wives were 16 years old. Most of his wealth was spent on divorce settlements. What is that? Even in childhood life, he spent most of his life in trouble. After becoming famous, most of his wealth was spent on divorce settlements. Can you believe this? Can you imagine this? Just that's the lifestyle of Charlie Chaplin. And after working a lot of films, he had become the world famous. Everyone was talking about him, and at that time he was the highest paid actor in this world. Everything was going on. But only the one film which took him to the height of this Himalayas, that is The Great Dictator. Everyone would be afraid of the German dictator Hitler, but only the one person who had the guts to speak about him in the movie The Great Dictator. In that movie, he has given a scathing attack on his strategies, on his means German's dictator Hitler's strategies. This movie was spoken by all over the world, all over the people. And this film was awarded Academy Award. In the final days of his life was spent in Switzerland. Okay, anyhow, he has faced a lot of troubles, no problem. But even in death, he had some problems. After his death, and he was buried like everyone's. But a gang of robbers just stole his corpse. And they were running away. And finally they were caught after 11 weeks. His body was reburied. What is this? That is true. So even in death, he was not happy. The person who made the whole world laugh, his life was filled with only sorrows and sufferings and hardships and troubles, and whatever you find the words in dictionary speaks about negativity, it was there. What do we learn from his life? We can learn a lot of lessons from him. One thing is, the problems are the gifts. Without them, we cannot grow stronger. And next one is, if you want to be a successful person, you must work hard. Instead of problems, you must look at your aim. The success is buried on the other side of frustration. Next, one more thing is, in your life, if you find the struggle, it will shape you. It will modify you. Don't forget that the strugglings and the problems and the troubles will make you stronger than what you think about you. My dear friends, if you like this video, just click the like button and share this video with your friends, and subscribe my channel, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook to get a lot of motivational messages. To watch my videos in Tamil, just go to my YouTube channel, Motivational Messages in Tamil. I really thank you so much for spending your time. Thank you.